Richard, welcome to Floor Talk. It's great to have you on the show.
Great to be here.
Thank you. So Richard, Mews has been transforming the hospitality industry. What was your original vision when you founded the company, and how has it evolved?
I feel like it hasn't actually changed all that much. I started the company with a vision that the future would be all about personalization, all about great guest experiences. And really, actually, the vision has always been actually using technology to return hospitality to where it came from, to really enhance the human experience while kind of making sure all of those clerical bits of, handing over your passport or handing over your credit card are completely done away with. And I think that we still feel like we have so far to go. So it's a very, very exciting part of the journey.
Now, Mews is a tech-first company in a traditionally slow-moving industry. What makes your platform different?
It's that knowledge of the industry, knowledge of the subject matter, and understanding how this can be made better. And that's why, we are so successful. It's because I think before, other systems were made by technology companies for the industry, whereas this is hoteliers actually making technology for themselves.
And how do you impact the end user, which is the guest?
We have a design principle which is called user disengagement. It's the idea that every single task that you should be doing with with the system should be done as quickly as possible, so you can really engage in that eye contact with the customer. You can really kind of listen to that customer. You can have a really, really deep conversation with that customer. And I think those are the types of ways that we think about how do we enhance that guest experience so that the technology is kind of over to the side and that the guest really, really feels that they've had, a real human connection with the person who's hosting you.
Now you've expanded across Europe and you're now in North America. So what's next in terms of expansion?
I think it'll be more of the same for the next couple of years. We're already in 85 different countries. We have a real global footprint and now really scaling through with some of the biggest brands in the world. But I think for us, we love Europe and North America as our kind of core markets. And I feel, especially in North America, we have so far to go and just so much to actually kind of achieve here as well.
Now, how do you see AI and automation shaping the future of hotel management?
I feel actually AI and large language models help contextualize a lot of the information. I can now look at a screen and see a rundown of the guest that's standing in front of me, and I can use computer vision, I can use LLMs, I can use all of these new and exciting technologies to be able to actually contextualize the experience that I want to pass on to that guest. And I think that that's what really, really drives us and kind of motivates us, especially in this age of AI, to not only harness these technologies, but really kind of make sure that that vision of, the perfect seamless journey that, is ultimately very memorable for the guest becomes reality.
And finally, Richard, what lessons have you learned from other SaaS companies that have gone public in the US?
Only in the US, you really get a lot of these vertical SaaS companies, those that blend together, what is the best of SaaS as well as what is the best in fintech. And I think that kind of confluence of the two areas that used to feel very, very far apart, but in a kind of vertical space, they actually feel very tied together. The way that you would think about payments and automating payments basically is actually part of how you make that guest feel much more trusted. Basically, you're not asking them for a credit card. You're saying, we have something, we have your payment token on file. So let's just move on to other conversations that we can have together. And I feel like, the US is probably the only market that has this pedigree of vertical SaaS companies. And I think that that's what we're so excited about.
All right. Well, Richard, wonderful to talk with you. Thank you for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thanks so much.